All right, welcome to Zero Spin Podcast, where we give you our takes on things going on in the world. So let's get started with this here. So, first topic of the day is work and exactly how much a 9 to 5 sucks. Exactly in the matters of getting promotions, the time commitment, the unfair politics. You've been working there for 3 years, and Becky with the giant ass just gets a promotion her second weekend. So, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, sure. It just sucks. I don't know what else to say about it. I think collectively as a society, the 9 to 5 sucks, and the science behind how they even came up with the hours sucks too. It sucks even more. It sucks harder. So, I mean, you got to get the kids to school, and then you don't see them until they get out of school. But then the thing is, they get out like at 3 and you're stuck at work till 5. So then you gotta find after school care for like 2 hours. But then traffic is like 2 hours. It's just such a broken system. I think it's made to make people hate each other. You grow to hate people on your job, then you grow to hate your family because you barely spend time with them. And it's like, I don't see no benefit besides you're exchanging time for money, if that is even a benefit. I think we should just go back to bartering because working for money just kind of sucks.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, like the whole topic of the reason why the job system sucks so bad is because it's a loop. You have to work to make money, and then you have to use basically your whole paycheck to pay for every fucking thing. And then you don't have time to spend with your family and even buy anything. People make the whole excuse of you can save, and then you can afford things, house, cars, but the price of those things will leave you broke.
Uh, I was gonna say something, but I like we still talking about the financial aspect. Or
You can talk about whatever you
we
want.
getting into the meat of this thing.
You
I'm
can get
I'll
it.
tell
Go
you
ahead.
why. I'm gonna tell you why a 9 to 5 suck. Like the honest to God truth. 9 to 5 sucks because when you get there, they size you up based off of skill. Then they look at you and be like, "Yeah, that guy right there got a nice strong back. We gonna put him to work." While everybody else sit around and they talk to each other, try to have like little work relationships type shit going on, and then at the same time, they look at you like you crazy when you like, "Hey, but what about the work? It's supposed to be getting done," but they cutting everybody else slack because they either drink with them after work, go to the club with them after work. It's like they got their whole social lifestyle outside of work at work. So if you don't fit into that little social club that they got going on, they little social network, it kind of like high school, bro. Like if you don't fit in with the popular kids or they little atmosphere they cultivated, like with the popular people or want to be popular people, then they just gonna make you do everything. And I'm talking about like, man, I done worked some places where people done had, I done seen the garbage. Like they got garbage ass homeboys and homegirls, and they be putting them on. They be getting level ups, like new positions and shit like that. And then what they got me doing? The most hardest shit in the warehouse in the back. I was like, oh yeah, we just gonna get him to go do that. So he won't say nothing. He be quiet back there, and we can do our little do. But it's like how you say it, like some of these jobs, like Becky with the big ass, walk up in there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give her everything. That's my queen. That's my queen. And then next thing you know, man, like shit, Becky got a reputation around that mug. Like everybody know about her. But see, the thing that gets me is it's a lot of back and forth, but like how you said, like politics and shit. It ain't about getting the work done. And don't get me wrong, like some of these jobs that out here, if everybody collectively did their job, shit would go smooth. Wouldn't nobody be feeling overworked and nothing like that. It gets to be a hassle when the garbage mofos that's working though, all they want to do is sit around and talk and make fuck dates and shit after work, like stuff like that. Like you ain't there for 8 hours for that. You know what I'm saying? Like do your job and go home. That's it. Like all that socializing and oh yeah, I'm gonna come to your house at work, that type shit. Like, man, leave that shit where it's supposed to be at, outside of work. You know what I'm saying?
So it's getting to the point where jobs are basically almost like adult daycares where people set up fuck dates for each other, and it's an extension of high school where if you're not in the in crowd, you basically get your shit pushed in and you get nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Either that or you get all the work. All the work you want.
With no overtime pay.
yeah, like, yeah, you get all the work you want.
Okay.
You gonna weigh in on it because you over there quiet.
I mean, y'all talking about. I work in the office. So, I can't relate. I can't relate. Like,
I mean, but I know them people in the office trying too.
With some of those office politics that people don't talk about.
They're just sucky people. Like, just because you are collectively good at a skill set doesn't mean you're good personality wise. And
yep, that's true.
I think that's the biggest ruffling of feathers in the workplace. Me and so could be great at what we do at work, but that doesn't mean she has the people skills to make sure that we have a smooth working relationship, even though we're both good at that thing we're both hired for. Yeah. So that's where the drama starts, because it's like you could be a fire worker but then a toxic person. And I dealt with a lot of people who are good at what they do, but they're very toxic. Their personality is very toxic, and they don't get rid of those people because they try to weigh it and justify, like, oh, they're good at what they do, so we're not gonna get rid of them. But I'm like, the dude's like a whole serial killer after work. Like, he's toxic. Like, get rid of him.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take that L. So I think it's kind of crazy. Maybe they should have polygraph tests and psychological tests before they hire some people.
I agree. They should have like a full psychotic assessment.
Full panel, like drug and psycho panel, because
mental shit.
That's the issue I be running into. People they can study all they want and become good. First of all, you can become good at anything you study. That's just the normal human brain.
Yeah.
So you have all these people who study so hard and become so good at their job, but then they don't develop the people skills, and they're are immoral. They lie, they cheat, they steal at work, steal credit for work. That's happened to me a lot of times, and I'm just like, man, you're a horrible dude. Like, if I saw you in the street, I would murk you. I would get rid of you and not care about the work. I mean, at the end of the day, they're just going to replace you, but the human element is not there. So I don't think it's fair that they let toxic people in the workplace, but then, you know, birds of a feather flock together, so the boss be on some level just as toxic, and then they just keep hiring other toxic people with outliers of good people that kind of get in the mix, but they spend all their time trying to turn the good people bad at work. So
yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
Definitely.
It's kind of like a Resident Evil type virus that goes on at work.
The office virus.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you might come in a certain way, but if you don't stand firm on your personal beliefs, you're gonna leave looking just like them.
Yeah, like worn out, tired, disgruntled, looking crazy.
And I don't really feel that if you're good at what you're doing, it should take that long to do any type of work, because I forget what it's called, like the benefit, it diminishes over time to where it doesn't take you as long to do something. So you technically don't even have to be at work all day from 9 to 5. I can say as many times I can count on my hand, I've got my work done, get there like at 8 or 9, and I'm done with my work by 10 or 11 or 12.
Damn.
So I'm just sitting there being observed by other people who are gossiping, lying, cheating, stealing, doing everything else under the sun for an extra 4 hours.
Yeah.
But you're the problem when you take an extra 10 minutes on lunch or something. Like
well, if I gotta take a deuce and it take like 10 minutes
I
more,
know, right?
then somebody's flying up my behind, like, where were you? I didn't see you at your desk. And it's like, you didn't ever need me. Because I had all my work done before lunchtime.
It be like that though. Like that's why I don't take a deuce. I don't take none of the two shit none of that at work. Cause every time it's like clockwork. Where somebody got they watch out looking and like yeah, well he went in the bathroom like at this time right here. And we gonna see how long he gonna take.
Like,
And I'm
what
like-
you monitoring me for? It is an adult daycare.
Like damn, like shit, like you worrying about my bowel movements, bro? Like what else you worrying about? Bro?
And
Like,
worrying about whoever you like at work, because that's a big problem too.
yeah,
I feel like if you're ever at any place to where you develop more of a bond with the people at work than your own personal life, that's a problem right then and there.
Oh yeah. I can say that because like now that I go to work, like you know, like nowadays when I go to work, I stiff arm every female, and it's not because I ain't attracted to females. Don't get me wrong, I'm attracted to them, but it's always that one sorry ass dude who had the opportunity, and he done worked there like 2-3 years. She done been there 6 months. He had the opportunity, every opportunity within 6 months to get with this girl. But because I knew and because she taking a liking to me, all of a sudden now his feelings came out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden, oh yes, that's my queen. I need to holler at that. All of a sudden now you want to be in her face. Now you want to offer her weed and shit like that. And that's another thing too. Like how the fuck do you not know your employee smoking weed on the premises and not smell that shit and no actions get taken? I'm just saying.
They getting
You know
the
what I'm
kickback. They getting the kickback
They're
because
probably buying from that employee.
Well, we all know how that
that's
goes.
the root of all evil right there. Everybody think they got shit going on because they smoke weed and they hang out with other motherfuckers that smoke weed. And I'm like, nigga, like, first of all, we at the job. You know what I'm saying? Second, why would you want everybody to know you smoke weed, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's that club.
yeah,
weed
that's
club.
that unspoken popular kid club type shit. Adult daycare type shit we talking about. And I'm like, me personally, like, yeah, I mean, the ladies be looking nice, but I be having a stiff on them. I like, nah, cause once one of them niggas getting their feelings and they feel as though they got the privilege to holler at you just because you bought weed from them when you smoke with them on break, then that's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely feel about the ladies too. As a guy, I steer clear of females just because of the whole.
Really?
Because
Why?
it's so easy to catch a sexual harassment charge.
Oh
That
yeah,
too.
that's true. I didn't
Oh,
see
no,
that.
no.
no.
Let
me tell you,
If the guy
so
ugly, he
easy.
finna catch a case.
I just about to say that, yo. I just
He
about to
finna
say
get a
that.
raise.
I like if you ugly and you think you finna holler at a girl on the job, nigga, it's a wrap for you.
I mean, but nobody know they ugly
No, I
until
disagree.
they get turned down.
I disagree.
It's like
Every morning
animals. Cat don't know they ugly. Dog don't know they ugly until
But see-
they get a certain reaction from another.
But see, they can't help that because they ain't got mirrors. That's why I say I beg differ. Everybody get up early in the morning
Nah, some
and they
people
look-
don't know they ugly.
and they look at themselves in the mirror, and I'm like, that's a denial thing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hey,
I know what I'm working with. It's just like them dudes that be getting them you know, fat white girls. So let's just go ahead and say it. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes that be dating them fat white girls and they be getting with them. They know what they working with. They know they ain't getting better than
I
that,
don't
bro.
know.
That's why they.
and Flavor Flav pulled a lot of women in his lifetime, so
But he had
But
money.
he had
though.
money though.
that don't matter. Think
It
about
does.
Hey,
It
that don't,
does,
hey, no,
dog.
that don't matter
It
because
does.
the women at work, they know you work there, right? So at a minimum, they know you got money too.
Nah, they
Cause
want
y'all
you to
both
have.
getting paid.
They want you to have that Lambo money.
Hey,
You could be
she-
ugly if
she
you got
at-
Lambo money.
At the end of the day, she know you got a check coming.
Hey,
She know you ain't unemployed.
I tell you the
You
God
might get a
honest truth
date,
about that
but
one.
that's
though.
about it.
I
Like-
mean, hey, that's on you after that first date. I don't know what other people do. That's on you to navigate that after that first
She gonna
date.
peep your house, your car, where you stay
Yeah.
at.
Yeah,
And if she don't like it, you ain't getting no second date.
Yeah,
That's
you know
how
what I'm
women
saying?
work. She like, hey, he got a check coming in. I don't know how much his check
But
is.
no.
I'll have to find out though.
Nah, the shit that this shit crept up on me, and I was like in a state of awe, like a couple years back, cause like the atmosphere had done changed. Like you know, like how you say like you meet a girl at work, and you trying to holler and shit. You might get the cold shoulder, but then like couldn't find out, man. Like you gonna break, and that same girl in the car with some other dude around the corner. And everybody knows about this shit. And everybody like, oh yeah, man, they be on lunch break, bro. They be getting it in on lunch break. And you like, what the hell? But then when she get back in the building and you think you finna shoot your shot, it's like, nah, nigga, hell nah. You like, nah, you ain't finna talk to me.
But weren't you in the parking lot
like,
giving sloppy top to the manager?
She don't care. Think she care?
You were just getting.
And guess what? She gonna do that because she know every man at that job got a check because all y'all getting paid at the same job. That's why she gonna do that.
Well, see, I be trying to tell these folks, like, man, hey, don't get no relationship with no girl work in the same place with you. I'm like, she just as fucked up as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, financially wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't hitting on HR. You ain't hitting on nobody that work in the office, especially if you work in a warehouse. If she on the floor right next to you, she just as in a bad spot as you is.
Hey, some men like that. They want
like
that 50-50. As long as she got her half,
hey,
man, he cool with it.
I applaud them, man, because that's where the problems come in. Because then, it's like a cesspool of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody doing this with everybody, this person. No, the shit that gets me is when you see a workplace relationship happen in real time. I'm like, they talking to each other, they going on break with each other all day, every day for about 2 weeks. And then after them 2 weeks, them niggas act like they don't know each other. And the dude hollering at a different chick, and the girl hollering at a different nigga.
That's what happens. I mean, I wouldn't want to see.
Wild.
I wouldn't want to see nobody I had a failed relationship every day.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that would make me want to quit.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people don't have the opportunity to quit because they really need that job. They ain't found another job yet.
Well, they don't need to be humping then. Shit. Like,
that's what they do. Though.
You can't afford to quit your job, bro. Like, hey, look at everybody. Like, hey, you know what? No, it's not going down.
Well, I mean, y'all got a point because when I be working, I be like looking at the guys at the job and I be assessing them. I be like, is he handsome enough for me to leave my job, lose my check for it? If the answer is no, I don't even entertain it. Cause if I'm not willing to just fully leave that job because of my initial reaction to how he look and how he talk, then it's a no-go for me. Yeah. So y'all are right. I do risk assess.
Yeah.
As soon as I get in the office,
you one of the very few women that do that.
And rich enough for me to lose this job I have for. And if the answer is no, then I'd be like, hey, I gotta keep pushing because you ain't all that in a bag of chips. We lose everything I'm working for.
You one of the very few women that say that though. Like the other women, like they just put everything on the line though. Like I don't understand that. I like if you know you need this job now. You're like, come on now.
Nah, I ain't losing no job, no man.
You ain't won the lottery. You don't have no passive income, no income streams outside of the job, none of that. But you risking it all just to see what a dude talking about, or a dude risking it all to see what a female talking about.
So I mean, what really is the thing with females nowadays? They come with this boss lady, boss bitch, independent, all that. But then when you look at how some people are at jobs, it's just like both the men and the female. It's like people go to jobs just to try to siphon somebody else's paycheck as best as possible to make their life easier. So what is going on with that?
I mean, that's anybody.
That's anywhere.
Where they work at the same job or not.
Yeah. Hey, that's the name of the game in life right now.
But I think on the job romances happen, and this is my other gripe I was going to bring up, is because you have different people at different mental levels. So the most office relationships happens between people who need that validation so bad, so then they just latch on to the first person who gives them that validation. And sometimes I don't like being at work because you find out real quick where people's mental level is, and then you're expected to babysit them for the 8 hours you're there, and it's like I'm not getting paid to do that extra mental load of dealing with toxic people if I'm not toxic or I don't perceive myself to be toxic. That's up for different opinions. I've been the villain a couple times, but at work, I don't perceive myself to be toxic. So it's like I don't even get paid enough to manage this person's emotions because they haven't learned to do that themselves in their personal time, but they bring in all that baggage to work.
So jobs are getting annoying because people come there and they don't just show up just to do their job. It's a job, like we said before, it's an extension of high school part two. People not getting everything in their mental figured out, and they come to work and they dump it on everybody else. But then they also try to, be in the popular group and get the
hookup culture.
Yeah, hookup culture too. All that.
Now, see, if I was a therapist and I was getting paid for it, then that's a different story. But you're pretty much getting free mental labor out of me managing people who refuse to do the work on themselves. And then let one of them be like an a-hole and they go to HR. Now HR is involved. Now my livelihood is involved because somebody refused to grow up and be an adult.
Yep.
And I don't think that's fair because I don't come to work. You would think in a perfect world people would keep it about work and don't talk to each other and just get the work done and go home. But people are not realistically gonna do that.
They should.
Them boy be
Like,
them boy be sizing up for it, bro.
They do. I literally had men get mad at me on the job because I don't pay attention to them. And then the negging starts, and then all this hostility starts just because I don't pay attention to them. So I'm thinking to myself, well, sir, why do you need that much external validation, and why do you need it specifically from me? Because last time I checked, my job title was this. It wasn't to give you attention every time I roll up in this parking lot.
You heard his feelings. He got all spiffed up that morning like, yeah, I see that cute girl behind that cubicle.
This ain't no,
I'm finna talk to her.
This ain't no Dexter. We ain't playing all that. I don't get paid to be chop up the pieces in somebody else's mind. I get paid to do my skill set that I got paid to do.
Those folks so funny, man. They be having too much estrogen, man. I'm gonna need some of these dudes to start taking shots to
like for real.
Like for real, cuz I like, man, you get mad cuz a female ain't paying attention to you and you get decked out and shit. I'm like, what that tell you, clown? Like next time don't come to work decked out, nigga.
And then
like, just do your
crazy
job.
thing is they don't tell you that they like you because they don't want to risk their job either. They just want you to risk your job. But he not gonna tell me because he don't want to risk his job. And then number two, the other scenario is he ain't gonna tell you that he hollered at every female before you got hired. So then it's like,
that's true. I
like
seen that.
you're damaged goods already because you done try to run through all these other women and they didn't pay you no attention. But then you mad at me because I also don't want to pay you any attention. And you just thought, I guess, I was your last hope because I was the last hired. So now you taking out all your aggression on me. But I don't come to work for that. I come to work to get a check for the work that I do.
But you know what it'd be too? It'd be the fact that you knew. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't be nothing else. It just be like cause you a new face.
Everybody and their mama knew when they get hired. That's not an excuse.
That's the thing. Like most people,
everybody was once new.
No, but see that's the thing. Most people make it like a challenge. Like, oh yeah, that's a new person, bro. I'm see if I can bag that.
Buddy.
They be on some Ray J shit.
Like,
I hit it first.
Nah, no.
I'm like, wait, like really though, but like who keeping score? Only your mind, sir.
Exactly.
That's it.
Because truth be told, I didn't know nothing of your existence before I got hired.
Exactly. So I don't think people realize that.
Like, I don't want to be a participant in this Jumanji world you crafted in your brain. I didn't even pick up the dice. I didn't choose no player avatar at all. I didn't accept none of that.
Yeah, I feel you. I like man, I don't get it, bro. And then like you wanna know what tripped me out the most though? It'd be like you be working on a job. Like let's say you been there like 6 months to a year, so you know the supervisor, you know the manager and shit like that. You hear a little backstory by, oh yeah, this person became manager because they want supervisor. Like, you know, the regular rigmarole, right? But then like you'll see a mofo get up to that level of manager and be willing to throw all that shit away, bro, just cause some new girl come in with a nice shape, nice ass and shit like that. And I'll be like, damn, bro, like, so you got a whole lead, supervisor, manager position. You finna throw your life away. Like, you ain't never seen no woman in your entire life. Because, like, I used to tell people, like, when I used to work in the warehouses and stuff like that. I used to tell them, I like, why y'all nigga acting like y'all in jail, bro? Like, cause like everybody be acting like, oh, I'm finna throw my life away for these females. And I'm like, man, these females don't care. They on their own time. They on their own agenda plan, bro. Like,
They gotta have it.
yeah.
just
So it's
gotta
like,
have it.
shit. Like,
So
if they
now-
give you some play, then they give you some play. But if not, like, keep it moving. Do your job. Do your shit.
So then that's now a bigger problem because now I gotta come to work dealing with a man who can't control himself at work.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
So you're not paying me extra to deal with these mental problems is what I'm trying to say. Like it's not fair
Oh.
because he should have that worked out in his personal life to where it don't even bleed into work.
Nah, he just finna harass you and give you more work and bird watch you all the time.
Either that,
Just because you ain't paying attention.
yeah, either that or try to get at you some kind of way. Like, either making more paperwork for you to do, more work period for you to
when
do.
start
some
talking
shit like
bad,
that.
there's
Yo.
guys who be gossiping.
Oh, no.
That cute aggression is a real thing. There's men out there who think you so fine they're gonna treat you bad. Like for real.
Them some retards.
Like he's like,
Hey.
oh, she's so cute and I can't get to her. So it's like playground rules all over again. I like her so much, I'ma just be mean to
Nah,
her.
them some retards. That's some it puts the lotion on the skin type shit.
And
Yeah.
then half the worst part of that is being the married dudes.
Yeah, that be that fuck nigga shit,
The
man.
dude be married with kids and want to
Every time.
want to treat me mean because he like me, but he can't tell me because he's married.
Boy, hey, man, yo, I seen a whole warehouse manager throw his whole entire life away off of one female that came to shoot fairly new. This man was a whole manager. I'm talking about like managed several warehouses. And he was doing good. You could tell by the car he drive. I think he was driving like a Corvette or some shit like that. This man messed around and got a low entry level warehouse worker, female,
That's
entry
how it
level,
happens.
pregnant. I'm talking about, and he was married, had 3 kids, everything. Like, threw all that shit away just for that one new booty that came in.
So then you gotta ask yourself, why does he need that much attention
Exactly.
at all times? Because you going home getting attention from your wife, and then you coming to work and getting attention from this other girl at work. So what in his mind he need all that attention for? Is I don't understand that.
Man, he must have heard that little outro skit from that Kendrick Lamar song. I want your body. Look at that big old fat ass.
That's what he must have thought. But I mean, me personally, man, like, come on, dog. Then for you to get pregnant like that mean like you was shooting up the club and you like, you know what I'm saying? You shooting the club up and like you knew you had a whole wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of fuck nigga shit like I'll never get. Like, why would you do that? Like, she is there because she needed a job. And she got with you
Exactly.
because of your status and your money.
Exactly.
And you
And
ain't
nothing
putting
else.
Yeah, you ain't putting 2 and 2 together.
'Cause
She
if
not
he
gonna
wasn't
stay with
in
you.
that status, I guarantee you she wouldn't have never.
Exactly. Why you think she bypassed all the other entry level niggas
Exactly.
to get to you? Why you think that?
But in his mind, he just got it like that. So
Oh,
I'm like,
and see that why I be saying that be that fuck nigga shit. Like, fuck niggas think like that. Like, they think, oh yeah, like every girl want me. I'm like,
oh,
nigga,
she couldn't possibly want me for my money. I just want to be a cool individual.
No, bro.
No, it's very transactional.
Yeah, off real. You ain't see the signs? Like, shit.
Evidently not. So the job market is basically shit, and people are treating it like high school, and they need to have a serious mental check and grow the fuck up.
That shit trash.
I mean, I kind of feel like I don't like calling people names, but I kind of feel like if you can't pull people in your personal time, like outside of work, you probably a loser, and you need to go work on yourself, because work is not for dating. That's not what it's for. It's for work. But a lot of people go to work to try to date. But I'm saying like if you don't have that confidence to like meet people and date people outside of work, don't have nothing to do with work, I think that person got a lot of self development to do. Like they borderline like loser category, and but it could be fixed though. But I'm just saying, like, that's trying to holler at people at work is like low hanging fruit.
It is.
It really is. So let me see. I guess I want to push this other topic. And I'm gonna phrase it with the question of, before I show y'all the article, where do people go wrong with kids? Why are kids nowadays kind of just so unhinged and fucked up? And what I'm talking about with that is, there's this story, something happened recently with this girl. Let me see this post here. Obsessive teen girl allegedly stabs 3 horses at Las Vegas barrel racing event. So a girl just went out. There was some competitive horses, and late at night she just goes and stabs the horses because she was just like kind of crazy, I guess. And she maybe was trying to prevent the horses from racing, but either way, the mental that you have to process on this is, you stab horses, multiple horses. You plan to go out at night and you stab multiple horses. For why? Like, back in our day, we didn't do none of this dumb shit. Like, these kids are getting guns, weapons, knives, and just wilding the fuck out. Like, what do y'all think happened with kids nowadays?
Well, anybody who wants to stab an animal that's just chilling got mental health issues and need therapy and need to be evaluated. Cause I mean, look at the doggone horse in the picture. The horse just sitting there chilling. Like, what in her mind? She just want to go in her ass and stab a horse. That ain't no better. That ain't no different from her just seeing a person chilling and she just want to go stab them. So that's the first part. Like, people don't normally think to go stab things unless there's something already off about them. And number 2, I blame gentle parenting. I'm not saying be no Joe Jackson and, you know, beat your kid to oblivion, but I'm saying a lot of immediate consequences from the parents have gotten lost in translation to where people think they can get away with stuff like that.
Hold on, man. Hold on. It's so much to unpack with this shit, because it sounds like some X-File shit, bro. Like, they just saw her in the barn and it was like 3 horses slain and laid on the ground and shit. Okay, first of all, she looked happy in the picture. Is that her?
Yeah, that's on the right.
On the right?
Mm-hmm.
She smiling in the picture. I guess she was smiling because she was like, yeah, these horses don't know what the hell about to happen. But, but I mean, like, seriously, like, there's so much to unpack. Like, did the horse owe her money? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what happened? Did the horse kick her one day? Like,
she tried to tone your heart in the horse so
like,
she can win?
I don't know.
I don't see the logic.
I don't get it. I'm lost. Like, know. So you got upset. Like, what caused her to, like, where I'm having a mental hang up at is, like, what caused you to go in there and stab the horses? Like, animals that wasn't doing nothing, just mind their business. Like, they was chilling. They probably were like, yeah, man, another chill day in the barn. And then here she comes. You're like, oh shit, Sarah's here. Why the hell she got that big ass knife? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then they making noise and all kinds of stuff, squealing as you're stabbing them, and you still stab them. Like,
you know what though? I will say this. I am really fucking impressed that she managed to drop, what, how many? 3?
I think it was multiple horses.
Well, she managed to drop. She managed to drop multiple big ass horses, and she looked like she weighed like what, 120, 130 maybe.
Nah, that's a mental health issue screaming.
That to me screams some demonic shit. She probably was playing with a Ouija board before she went in that barn.
Probably was, but I mean,
I'm just, just making little, mental assumptions here, because it's not making no sense on my end.
The big thing is, I mean, even though people don't like to talk about it, like how you were saying, people need some immediate consequences for stuff that they do. People don't like to talk about spanking their kids or like, just getting in their kids' face and telling them hard truths. And I feel like a lot of kids nowadays, they have been so far removed from how things used to be back in the day. Like you act up, you getting the switch off of the tree, you selecting your punishment weapon basically, and you bringing it in the house and getting the ass whooping, or the surprise beatings you might have gotten. Like if you did something you thought you was slick about it, like your parents would be slick too, and they would catch you while you in the bathtub and you get a spanking. Like I mean, these kids, there's a lot of crash out kids now, and a lot of kids who just don't seem like they have any type of fear for getting in trouble or getting arrested. Like what is this culture like? Okay, I can stab and kill people, but you going to jail for life. You gonna have to be in jail where people gonna be trying to get your booty hole all day every day. Some Fleece Johnson type shit, and that's just what you got to deal with. But they don't seem to really be scared of consequences, or even having positive role models in their life to not do stupid shit.
But see, my thing is the parents know that. The parents know Fleece Johnson waiting in prison. The kids don't know that. They were just born. So it's my job to tell my kids, Fleece Johnson waiting in there. You either listen to me or you gonna answer to him.
Either or.
Like it's the parents. The parents are always the first line of defense in my eyes, to teach that there are always consequences for your actions, for your choices. And no is a complete sentence. She looking like she ain't never got told no a day in her life.
Yeah.
And she just pouting, daddy do what she say. And then that's what breeds those type of people, that they don't get told no. So they think everything goes.
She was like, daddy made me mad. I'm gonna
stab some horses. Now I'm willing to bet if all them horse owners decide to put her in prison and some big mama decided to rape her, now she know not to stab horses. But there's so many steps to get to that extreme level of her ending up in prison with big mama who trying to get her bunkie. Like
yeah, exactly.
Like there's probably gonna be lawyers, daddy gonna pay off the lawyers and all that stuff. So it's still delaying consequences all over again at each step in the process. And that's I think is the kids' problem.
I think like back in the day when we came up, it was like as soon as you did something, there was immediate consequence. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, even if it wasn't an immediate consequence, you might have scared it for like 1 to 2 days and think your parents ain't gonna do nothing about it. But then like they come out of the woodwork with that leather belt, like, yeah, you thought I forgot about what happened Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Thursday now. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I just waiting to get some time to get it in.
So, you don't necessarily gotta spank them, but I mean, you spoil a rod, you spare the rod, you spoil a child.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, I think, when they started making all them rules about, whipping your child, and that's not, you can't do that, and defects should be called for that, and shit like that. That's what did these kids in. That right there. Because that, even though it may look or sound barbaric when you say, yeah, I spanked my child and shit, to other people like the snowflakes and shit, it put them in check mentally. The way, like, they knew as soon as I do something, if I do the wrong thing or if I act out of sorts, something is going to happen to me. That put that fear in them where they did not want to do bad things. They did not want to experiment. They didn't want to even test the waters outside of, what was the norm. That put kids in check back in the day. You know what I'm saying? All that soft talking to them and telling them, nah, this, and that. And all that, oh, well, don't worry about it, this, and that. That's what breed people like that. When they get up and they get older, they start thinking like, oh yeah, well, I ain't never had no consequences so far, so I'm I'm above the law. Ain't nobody finna do nothing to me. Till they get their head slammed on the concrete by the police. Till they get shot by the police or worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, not condoning none of that shit. But it is what it is. Like, if you're out of line, somebody for every person that's on planet Earth, there is another person that's gonna put you in line if you get out of line.
Yeah.
There's a equal opposite for everybody, bro. Like, so she might have styled up them horses and thought she got away with it, and you know what I'm saying, because her daddy got money or whatever, their family got money. But guess what? In the woods somewhere, there's a horse waiting to stab her up. I guarantee it.
Eye for an eye.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, older generation of parents, and like, again, I'm not saying, because the internet is sensitive, so let me explain this shit here. Okay, I'm not condoning, whooping your child for no reason or anything like that, because people quick to say child abuse and, oh, you pro child abuse. No, it's not about child abuse. It's just, put it in this context. The older generation, anytime you fucked up, they were there in your face or waiting to be in your face to tell you about yourself and correct you. Like, you go a house party, you drinking when you not 18, when you not 21, your parents would find that party, show up, yank you out of that party. You probably get a talking to, maybe an ass whooping. But then on the flip side, some parents would be so cool to they'd be like, okay, well, you want to drink? Here you go. I'm gonna let you drink in front of me so we can hash this out and you can understand why I don't want you to drink. Like, there's many ways to parent, but a lot of people with this snowflake shit that they got going on now, that you can't do this, you can't do that for your kid. I feel like it majorly backfired, because for kids, they don't know any better and they have to go through it either the hard way, or they can have somebody show them they can have somebody show them the ropes. And it's like, some things you don't want them to find out by themselves, because the consequences are worse. Just like how we were saying, some kids, they don't really understand it till they get their face on the pavement. That is not something that, kids should have to go through with certain things.
But then not only that, it breeds a systemic racial problem, because if nobody's correcting her in her community, say she run up against a black woman and she getting loud, now she feel that since she never got corrected by nobody before this black woman, that she don't deserve to be corrected. So now it's a race issue that she trying to buck this black woman who is actually correct, but everybody want to tear down the black woman because she being loud. But that's not the point. If this young lady is acting out of line, and the black woman was the only woman out of that her whole girl life to correct her, then now it's a racial issue.
I'm glad you said specifically a black woman, because currently, what's the move now is people are highly into race baiting, race wars, saying the most sensationalized, like, spicy thing they can, just to say something about a different race to try to get a reaction out of people. And people are so stupid they can't see through it, nor do they really process things for the facts about it. You mention any other race than what you are, and you say something about that race as a general statement, even if it is true, even if it does have pieces that you can see logically and factually, people will shit a fucking chicken and will try to call you everything underneath the sun and say you're a horrible person. But on that note, my question is, do y'all feel that it is bad to consider yourself racist? And when I get in this topic, okay, don't say nothing you don't want you might regret. But I'll say this here. I wouldn't care if somebody called me racist, because if I don't fuck with certain groups of people, I don't fuck with them. And that's based off of my personal experience. I've had some experiences where flags have been set up where it's like, okay, you exhibiting these flags here, that points to you probably full of shit, and I don't want to deal with you. It's not a general, I hate people just because they born a certain color or nothing like that. It's through experience. I've had bad experiences with certain people, certain groups of people. And when you act a certain way that lines up with that, I don't want to talk to you. But a lot of people will hear that and they'll be like, "Oh, you're racist. You're a bad person." But it's like, okay, it's off of my personal experience. And if you don't act like a jackass, then I'll talk to you. But if you're acting like a jackass, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah. You want to go?
I mean,
you want to weigh in on it?
I don't think I don't think I'm technically the technical term racist. I think I am intellectualist, meaning I don't like dumb people. and I can really assess who's dumb and who's intelligent very quickly, regardless of their race. So I agree with you. I'm not necessarily racist. I'm just pro pattern recognition. So if I see a lot of people of that certain skin color doing the same thing over and over and over, then I'm going to risk assess and I'm going to say, hey, maybe I don't need to be over there or concerned about what they're doing because what they're doing I don't agree with. So I don't know if that makes me racist or not. I'm just pro pattern recognition to save myself and save my loved ones.
People nowadays would probably say you are racist.
How?
These some sensitive ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, okay.
You against the dumb people.
Okay, so
that's why they gonna call you.
So that make me racist against white people because I see this girl stab a freaking horse just out of nowhere.
Hey, that was some dumb shit.
Then, hey, I mean, maybe I do need to stay away from white people for a little minute because I don't condone no stabbing no horses now.
No
So,
joke.
I mean,
No joke. If it became a pattern for white teenage girls to start stabbing
then I'm gonna
horses,
stay away from them.
and you was like, I don't want to mess with white teenage girls or white women in general because they be stabbing horses. People would take that and they'd be like, oh, you're a racist piece of shit. That's what they would do.
I mean, I know from my lived experience that there are bad apples in every race,
Exactly.
every gender, everywhere. Yeah. I know this to be true. There's no good race. I know bad white people, bad Asian people, bad black people, bad Spanish people, and whatever races are in between them, mixing and all that. I know bad people of every skin color. So racist is not, to me in my mind, racist is not even a thing right now. It's just who can I tell is going to act up and who can I tell is not going to act up. And who can I tell I can logically talk to and reason with and who I can't reason with.
Yeah. All right, so I know you said don't say anything, you don't want to be in it. But hear me loud and clear. No, do I consider myself racist? No, I just consider people in general, the human race, fucking stupid. Like, that's just what it is, because everybody got the same thing.
Comes in every race.
Everybody got the same
like,
thing.
no.
Or like a dude has the anatomy of a dude, a woman has the anatomy of a woman. The only thing different is the fucking skin color. Like, why are we so focused on the skin color? I would be more concerned if there was a chick walking around with 3 boobs. Like, where did she come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did she come from? I want to know more about that. Like, or if, you know, a guy had, you know, 2 appendages, I'd be like, whoa, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is different. Like, everybody else, and like, if you had 6 toes, 6 fingers, and you was out in public, I'd have to stop and ask you, you know what I'm saying, try to find out more about you. But the thing over time, to me, that is so dumb about racism in general is because instead of people ask people about, you know, certain things or certain situations in regards to another race that they're curious about, instead of them ask about it, they make assumptions like right off rip. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. And I'm like, and then like with the media and they race baiting and shit like that, that's just like with Chud the Builder. Like when he was going around and he was like, I'm like, you gotta view the intent, bro. Like you can't really say this is a race thing. You like, no, look at this nigga, man. Like he walked around with a sidearm and calling people nigga. Like you wanted the smoke, bro. Like I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like who wakes up and say, oh yeah, well I'm just gonna put this pistol on my hip and walk around and call people nigger. Like you know it's a racist term, and you went out there. Now, if everybody can just peel back, he's white and he was calling black people nigger. If you can just peel that back, okay, now let's go and let's analyze, you know, the racial term. He used that racial term selectively. Like you could have called black people any other thing but that. but you did that selectively because it has a history of bad, bad shit associated with that word. You did that shit on purpose. Because if I was to take the skin colors out of the situation, and both of these people, the person, Chad the Builder, and the other person he shot was the same color, but he just used a racial slur. But even at that point, racial slurs wouldn't exist because they're the same color. But I'm like, either or, he, like, analyze it. He went outside with a pistol on him to cause a situation in which he can use the pistol on somebody. Cause like he went, it would have been different if the man ran up on Chad the Builder and knocked him out and ain't nothing happened, no shots was fired. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. But that's just where I stand. I like a lot of this shit and this race baiting they got going on is stupid, and human beings should be ashamed of themselves. Cause I like y'all let something as simple as skin color define, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of things that happen throughout history that were awful based off of skin color. Once again, that's why I say what I say. Human beings are fucking stupid to me. Like, even though I am a human being, I detest some of the shit we do, like, cause it's dumb as fuck. There ain't another different race on the face of this planet as far as we know yet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of that shit going around, but we're not different from each other. We got 5 fingers, 5 toes.
Exactly.
The only thing that's different is skin color, hair color. That's it. I would be more concerned if there were people walking around with crab claws for hands and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then my antennas be up. I'd be like, well, damn, like, what we finna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they friendly? We finna raise war or some shit like that? Or better yet, even better yet, from what we talked about earlier, if there was a race of horse people and they decided to retaliate because old girl stabbed up them boy in the barn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be concerned with that. But like all this race baiting shit, it's like, man, like some people want to control the narrative races wise, and they'll put anything in your face. And I'm like, it's like I said, like before black people act, before any other race, white people, Asians, whoever, go to marching and talking about this and that, peel back the situation and make both parties that are involved in the situation the same color. You'll realize just how fucking dumb that shit is. Then you'll know exactly who's wrong. If you just, they got one color. This person allegedly pulled a gun. This person got shot, and they the same color. Who's in the wrong? That'll give you the lowdown on who did what every time.
It would, but it's sad that people don't look at it like that. I'm glad we're talking about this because this little TP Frontlines TP USA, they went out interviewing people about that Carmelo Anthony thing, and you got some lady saying that regardless if regardless if the evidence shows he wasn't acting in self-defense, she says we gonna stand with our own regardless. That's nothing but, to me, maybe it's a strong word, but I would consider that retardation. You're condoning somebody doing something. If he's found to be not in self-defense for stabbing somebody at a track meet, he wasn't even supposed to be over there, and he stabbed the kid died, you're gonna stand with him regardless. You're fucking dumb. This is like about as bad as people who get obsessed with sports teams. Like, it's just you're just pro your race because that's your race. But if they're fucked up people, they're fucked up people.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said what I said. Like, make both of them the same color in this situation. Now, who's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like that what people need to start doing, dog. Like, instead of buying into the race bait, like don't even put your color in that shit. Like, just get a random color like purple, green, yellow. Both of these motherfuckers green. Okay. So based on the evidence, both of them being green, who really out of line? You know what I'm saying? Like, look
People
at it like that.
Not gonna do that analysis. They're just not gonna do that.
I think people just want to be mad at something, and race is like one of the easy things where you can collectively group people in to be mad about. So it's like, cause let's be honest, we all know some dirty ass motherfuckers of every race. Like, people talk about, like, even if we want to clown on like people who smoke weed and shit like that, there's some full certified like straight laced white boys who are like potheads, and Asians who are potheads, like black people who are potheads, like all of them. But people like to cling on to the race thing and make that the whole focal point because that's the easiest thing to get on. No, let's not talk about the fact that all of them are smoking pot to an excess to where they're ruining their lives and their families, their friendships, their job. Is oh, the black guy smokes more weed than all of them, or the Asian guy smokes more weed than all of them. Is no, tell them to stop smoking drugs, tell them to stop being some dumbasses. But people don't want to peel things back and look at it logically and assess what is actually going on. It's just, oh, this person's different from me, so that's why they're bad.
I think people don't know their purpose in life, so they just want something to be mad about. Because honestly, if people would work on their own individual lives, they would have absolutely nothing to be mad about. And then my definition of racism is when the person is doing nothing and you feel you need to go say something and or attack them. That's my definition of racism. If they just chilling, minding their business, and because they look different, you feel you need to go confront them or say something to them. They're not breaking the law. They're not doing anything. They're just doing something based on your mental whatever checklist that you feel they shouldn't be doing. But objectively, they're doing nothing wrong. They're in the public, just chilling. If you confront them, that person is a racist. Because what is in your brain driving you to go confront them or mind that other person's business?
Exactly. That's why.
What is telling you to go mind another person's business?
Exactly. That's why the girl from the previous stuff, she's racist against horses.
She is. She is. And if I was the owner of the horse, I'd put her in jail. I'd lock her up for real.
I mean,
my horses wasn't kicking you, wasn't biting you, just chilling, and you decided to stab them.
And I'm like, that's like up there with terrorism, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that, dog. Like, and it wasn't one. You know what I'm saying? Like it was multiple ones. But yeah, I mean, like, to add a little comedic relief to that, what you was talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree. If you ain't doing nothing, and a person just comes up to you and just start.
That person,
you know what I'm saying? Just because you a different color, then
I'm not taking nothing from you. Yeah. I'm not harming you. I'm not doing anything. Just sitting here chilling. But you feel you need to come tell me something about myself just because I look different. Nah, you're racist.
But you know what, though? And, once again, I got to watch my manners because it's on the internet and shit like that. But even now that they talking about that shit with that Asian dude and the black dude, man, look here. Let me tell y'all internet motherfucker something. Chinese people been watching us every time we went in the store. It don't matter what store we go into. If they own it, they been watching us, bro. Like, this ain't nothing new. And I'm like, the fact that now y'all making it like a issue or y'all trying to hype it up, like, y'all just race baiting. That shit happened about 3 years ago. So, to me, it's like how I said, it's like, it's the thing that gets me, and like I said, like, I like everybody equally, hate everybody equally, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you're either full of shit or you're not full of shit in my book, you know what I'm saying? But to me, man, everybody just, like how you said, they just falling back on the race card because they ain't got nothing else going on, they ain't got nothing else to do. They just, lost, wandering out here, trying to figure out trying to get in where they fit in. And me, I'm like, I'm looking at all this shit unfold, and I'm like, I'm like, y'all need to get a new hobby, because it's like how I said, if you put everybody the same color, and you walk around and you see everybody the same color, then I'm like, you learn how to judge people based off of their character, their personality.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't cause they black or nothing like that. It's like, man, nah, this nigga full of shit. It's like,
yeah, they black, white, Asian, Mexican, don't mess with him.
Like, he full of shit, dog. Like, cause I done had Spanish homeboys, and I done categorized some that's solid, some full of shit. White homeboys, some solid, some full of shit. Black folks, some solid, some full of shit. Every race, you always gonna get that mix. Some solid, some full of shit. And I'm like, why are we making a big deal out of race? I'm like,
We shouldn't.
I mean, I would just, if I was God, I'd just come down on Earth for one day and turn everybody gray. It'd be like, now what? You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, now what?
You're a different shade of gray.
Oh yeah. They start getting into that.
I can see it. Look, put your arm out. You're a different
You're
shade.
darker than me, man.
I'm lighter than you.
Wait, I mean, no, it goes back to what I was saying about, like, the Asian people, like, when we go in their stores, like, if you're a black person and you go in their stores, you already know, like, they watch you. That's cool, that's fine. That's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily mean I'm going to steal something. You know what I'm saying?
But let's talk about why that happens. Because previous black people have
Done
probably,
stolen.
they have been
You know what I'm
stealing.
saying? Yeah.
And so it's like, it's not necessarily, like, a lot of people get sensitive and they take it as a dig at them because they're black.
Yeah.
But it's no, like, something has happened, like how I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
If I don't fuck with a certain race because I've seen certain flags, I'll look for those flags, and if they do it, you full of shit. That's the same thing, basically. It's like, they watch black people in stores because black people have been stealing from the stores. And that's all it is.
I think the extra layer with that is that you got to be mindful of, and I'm not condoning stealing at all. Yeah. I'm really not. But black people historically have been the ones without money or lower money. So if you think about it, other races really don't have an incentive to steal if they're hungry or need to feed their family. And again, I'm not condoning stealing. I'm not saying it is an excuse. But just demographically, the other races don't have that economic, financial problem. So it is going to be skewed towards black people if everybody keep trying to take money from black people and everything that black people is trying to do.
Black people take money from their own black people, but
that's true. And that is true. I do agree. I've seen some cases of that. But historically, they've tried to segregate black people. Okay, we try to start our own little town, and what they do, they come unprompted and destroy, steal, and kill our own town we try to make over there, even though they ship us and bus us over there and tell us to be separate. So I understand, but there's so many layers to the onion that gotta be peeled back. Do I feel like he should have been watching him? No. But I like I said earlier, I'm also one of pattern recognition. So if a lot of black people are stealing from me, then I'm gonna be more watchful of black people. But does that justify being treated cruel or unkind or yelling and antagonizing those people? I don't agree with that. No. You can monitor a pattern without pouring gasoline on the fire, is what I'm trying to say.
I hope he wasn't antagonist, nothing like that, because from what I heard, that story is the kid had a gun, but that's why he walked, because people couldn't verify if he brandished the gun or whatever. But it does get a little sketchy because he did shoot the kid. I think he shot him in the back, and he chased him out the store like at least like 100 something yards. And so, but I don't know what went on in the store. They probably did have history. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you're willing to shoot somebody and chase them down, there probably was a bit of a history.
Yeah.
But you gotta think, what if that Asian man was harassing that black boy and he felt he had to bring a gun to protect himself? What if the black man had a history? I'm not sure if he's a kid or...
He was a kid.
He's a kid. What if that kid had a history of other races bullying him unprompted? So he got a gun to protect himself. He's operating in pattern recognition too. Why is he gonna walk around unprotected when people are unprovoked attacking him every single day just because he look a certain way? I would bring a weapon too.
Yeah.
I would carry a weapon around too.
I mean,
to your point though, I like, now we're gonna get into nitty gritty of this, right? And like how you say pattern recognition. Yes, I agree. I'm with you 1,000%. Why? Because guess why? I'm a black man. If I had a white homeboy named Ben, and we got off on bad terms, and he shot me in the leg, guess what I'm gonna bring next time I see Ben? A pistol. Even though he's white. I'm like, I learned that I got shot by Ben. He's white. You know what I'm saying? So now let's fast forward. I make friends with an Asian dude. We go out, we party. He brandishes a pistol. He shoots me. Guess what? Next time I see let me think of a name here. I don't know, Kenzo. Yeah, I'm like, I see Kenzo next time, and like after I got shot from Kenzo, I'm like, hey, well now I need to have me a pistol, so next time I see Kenzo, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna be no unfair treatment, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what I say. Like, if you put any other race, the point I'm making is like, you put any other race in that situation and you switch it up, you swap it up. It's like it always falls back to your point, which is pattern recognition. Like, if I'm being treated this way by a certain race or a certain person, I'm gonna do what I need to do on my end to make sure that don't happen no more. So I feel you like 1,000% on it.
And then some of these races, some of these other races feel like you don't have the right to defend yourself against them. And that's the true problem. Yeah. They feel like they can attack you, they can do whatever, and you don't have a right to defend yourself. And I think that's the issue with the mental programming right then and there. They feel like they can be the ones attacking, and they gonna start an uproar if you decide to defend yourself against them. I've had conversations with black women that be like, don't go to them white boy frat parties, because as soon as you get drunk, they're gonna attack you. So isn't that also pattern recognition?
Yep.
They know what they need to do to protect themselves in the groups of people that don't look like them.
Yep.
So if a white man get drunk and decide to attack a black woman at a frat party, is she wrong for attacking him back or defending herself?
No.
No, she's not.
I like shit.
But everybody want to say the race issue.
Nah, because you can put any other race in that situation and it'd be the same shit.
But because she's black and loud and black women are portrayed to be hypersexual, she, quote unquote, deserved it.
Because people like to hang on to that race thing. The race thing is
but
like
ain't nobody talking about that white man for being a pervert trying to attack her in the first place.
Race is an easy push button. That's the whole thing. Even with the Chinese guy, well, I don't know what type of Asian he was. I forgot. But with him and the black kid, like, I don't know who is right. I don't know who is wrong. But I will say chasing him outside the store a couple yards, that's crazy, and shooting him back, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's unhinged, right?
But that's why I say there had to have been some type of history with that, because you don't chase somebody out of convenience store. Most store owners would
just leave it alone after they run out the door.
Yeah. It's like how y'all said, it's like there's history there and there's pattern recognition, bro. Like,
yeah.
Well, what if that Asian man had a history of attacking verbally just black people in general?
That's the thing.
Just because he don't like black people from where he came from.
We don't know.
We don't know, because
he may have, he might not have.
For him to be unhinged like that.
But him to chase the kid that far. I say
that's a lot. That's intentional to me.
Grown ass man chasing a child, bro.
Over some, what did he steal?
I think they don't even know if he stole something.
Oh, if it's over some hot Cheetos, that's wild.
Nah.
Why are you chasing somebody up out the store over some hot Cheetos?
No, I think people was like saying it was like a bottle of water or some shit.
That's wild.
Yeah, that shit wild.
So
either way it go,
why is the Asian man not? Both are racist.
Yeah, both of them are
why
wrong.
the Asian man not racist and the black kid racist?
Both of them had racial tension.
Yeah. But I do think there's some stuff that they not talking about between
that's what I'm saying,
them two, because that's not a simple he's stealing and he got chased out the store.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm chasing your ass down because I'm tired of your shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's how that comes off.
That's some
That's
revenge
some
type
deep
shit.
history stuff going on.
Hey, that's like a revenge plot.
He could have just let off a couple rounds and stayed inside the store, but he chased the fact that he chased him. He came out the store. He chased after him. I don't know no convenience store owner, no gas station owner who got something in their store that's worth chasing somebody out the store
And shooting them. And
I don't know nobody that has anything that expensive.
Check this out. I give you even some more fuel to burn the fire even hotter than that. Don't you know half of them stores that be in black people area, the gas stations and shit like that, that should be high priced anyway.
Yeah,
so they be ripping,
the margins.
The margins be off the chain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, for you to get mad because he stole a bottle of water, hot Cheeto, whatever the fuck. You probably, for every person that pays you for that, you probably making double off of that, bitch. Don't get mad because he stole one. You shit because you making the money it costs for one. You making that double time when somebody actually pays you. So if he stole one, you know what I'm saying? All well. You know what I'm saying? Because the next person that actually buys it, you're gonna make that money back and extra.
But
you know
what if 1 million black people bought water and you charge them 30 cents off each bottle? You mean to tell me you're going to kill one black person for stealing one?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't condone theft of any kind, but I'm just saying the economics of it has to make sense. If you're in a black neighborhood, you had to have hundreds of other black people buy that very same water legit without stealing.
Exactly.
So you mean to tell me that one kid deserved to die because he stole, even though you got all these black dollars swirling in your store because of your location, and you have extreme markups because they're black. Oh, now all of a sudden one bottled water or one hot Cheeto bag gets stolen and you feel that person got to die over it.
But see,
that's what I'm addressing. Why do you feel somebody had to die over it?
What goes even further than that is okay, yeah, they charge double, but you know why they charge double? Because most of the people that be off in the hood areas and them stores that they open up in the hood areas, it's so they can get that government money. They be getting money off of the EBT. They be charging damn near twice.
And then my second point is,
you're dog,
that point, if you don't want to get stolen from, why are you opening your stores in black neighborhoods anyway? Go open your store in a white people neighborhood.
And I'm them folk would leave and go to the suburb.
Not to sound racist, but I'm just saying, we just based off the pure economic logic of the situation. You don't want black people stealing from you, yet you have your store smack dab in the middle of a black area.
You want to know why? Because it's easy, guaranteed money. Yeah. That's why. They know they're going to get that money.
So why not take your business, if you want a guaranteed check, take your business to the white people area. If you feel, no, but the economics of it, if you feel white people always got money, put your store in a white people area and you will guarantee your own paycheck.
Let's be honest. The white people don't frequent gas stations as much as
they don't.
Certain other ethnicities do.
You can't profit off of the race and hate the race at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like we said, there's a lot with that situation that I feel is missing from the evidence board. Yeah. But for sure, there's a history between that Asian man and the black community there, which is why it went extra from it went way extra. There's something else that people really ain't talking about with that situation because it makes no sense. At all.
So if the white kid stole a hot Cheetos, you gonna shoot him too?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If a fellow Asian kid stole a hot Cheetos,
it had to be. That's why I feel like there's some type of history with him and either the community or that kid
around that area.
There's something else to it for him to chase that kid out the store.
It gotta fit. Your behavior gotta fit across the board for me to say that it wasn't no race involved. If you would have handled that regardless of what that person looked like, then you're not racist. That's just principles. You just don't want nobody stealing. And every person, regardless if they black, white, Mexican, Asian, you're going to shoot them. I can understand that logic. But who is he to say, oh, a white guy can steal from him, but if a black guy steal and he just gonna slap him on the wrist, but if a black guy steal, he gotta die. Like, who is he to make that call like that on somebody's life?
Like I said, man, it had to have been some history why he did that. Cause I don't think, cause if it was just all black people, like there would have been more cases of him shooting black people. But
the black people dollars are actively keeping his store open.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the minute one of them steal, you gotta shoot one of them. You gotta put them all the way down.
No, he should let that shit ride.
But that's not white people dollars in that store because it's not a white people area.
I'm like, man, but see, I don't know, man. There's like so much
there's a lot to it that just don't make sense.
Like,
but
was he like just scared because he was a black kid, or like
I don't think
He's
so.
not a black man.
I'm like, you open up your store in the black area though. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Stop
that
the store and go to a white people area. It's so simple.
Simple.
I think that kid, something between him and that kid or that community must have happened, Cage.
No.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit deeper than what they, the media has been putting up there.
See, the media, that's the media and that psyop shit.
Yeah,
like
they just want to fuel the race war.
They give you enough information so you can focus on the race aspect.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they don't even tell you everything that happened.
I feel it had to have been deeper because most store owners do not chase people outside the store,
and they don't.
Yeah, they just fire off some shots and leave it be.
All right, so like let me try to give you an example of a psyop. All right, so dude got arrested, and he got arrested because his wife was missing. Okay, that's what they put in the media, and they say, oh yeah, the guy's black and the wife's white. Okay, and he got arrested because she's missing. All right, so they put it out there that this guy black, he's wanted under suspicion of offing his wife and this that, right? And they put it out there and they be like, oh yeah, well he's got a history of violence and blah blah blah, this that. You look at his Instagram page, he has a Glock with a switch and all this other shit, right? So then like time goes on, they trying to persecute him because they still ain't found the chick, right? All right, time goes on, and boom, they find this bitch somewhere on one of them islands somewhere.
Wow.
Kind of find out she ain't dead. And none of that.
That's crazy.
But now, the damage has been done. They already done told you this man wasn't shit. He got pictures with Glocks, with switches, and he got a history of beating women. He done been arrested 3, 4, 50, 11 times for domestic violence, this and that. And I'm like, that be that fuck shit on how the media be portraying a certain picture when they want to try to hype up a certain narrative. Because like, even with that example I gave you, it's like the dude wife just decided she didn't want to be with him no more, left him, and went elsewhere. She didn't tell her family. She didn't tell nobody. So when they didn't know where she was, and the dude probably was contacting the dude, and the dude was like, yeah, I don't know where she at. They probably thought, based off of his skin color, he killed her. And they was all feeding in the racist narratives at the time. So get what? Now somebody about to get falsely accused. Somebody about to go falsely to jail. And a lot of people finna put up like a bunch of hate posts and everything like that because they don't have all the information. Like everything else about her leaving him, not wanting to be with him no more, and going to a whole nother country. They did not say. They just said, oh, he has a history of domestic violence. And then they try to point out the bad things about the dude to make it even sweeter so they can get their way. Like, as far as the way they want you to think. Which is like, oh, okay, yeah, he's been known for domestic violence before. He had a violent relationship with his last girlfriend, this and that. I'm like, you don't know this man's mind state. You know what I'm saying? He might have changed his ways based off of those situations and stuff like that. But you can't pass judgment on him like, yeah, he's this way, and we know he's this way because blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
people don't know. That's why I hate social media. People don't know anything.
I'm like, I be hating that shit with a passion.
They just get on the internet like they just know. Like, if I don't know something, I'm willing to say. Like, it could be anything. I'm willing to admit, I don't know. It could be anything. But people like to get on social media like they the authority and they don't know. Was they in that man's household? No.
Mm-hmm.
Did they know that wife personally? No. But everybody got all these opinions on something they don't know about. And I think that is what is corrupting society, and that is what making the human race intellectual level drop significantly.
It is plummeting.
People don't want to take the time to really figure out or think logically and factually about things. It's kind of just like hot take this, hot take that, which is fine in some situations, but with stuff that's like major things that's actually, somebody finna go to jail or, somebody dead or something like that, you should put a little bit more thought into it. But unfortunately, people don't. But like we said, this has been a good podcast. Thank y'all for listening to Zero Spin Podcast, and we'll see y'all in the next one.